Hey, hello everyone. This is Eddie Partida with Ajasco Marketing System. I'm so excited to share with you the second part on how to set up your landing page. I'm assuming at this point you already checked the first part of the first video on how to set up your landing page. To do that, all we have to do is follow simple steps. Step number one will be you're gonna have to get access to this link, which is the main link for our marketing system back office main page. So once you get here, you need to change this. It's asking for a username, which would be your Ajasco ID. At the bottom, it's asking for password. By default, we set it up as member 2017 with capital M at the beginning. So remember, you need to type in your username here, which is your Ajasco ID, and at the bottom, it will be your password, which by default, we set it up as a member 2017 with capital M at the beginning. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and type in my information so I can get access to the main back office. So after you type it in, just click where it says login. That way we're getting access to inside the back office where I'm gonna show you how to complete the setup for your landing page. Let's give it a few seconds and it'll open. Now, as you can see, we are inside our back office. I always recommend you to watch or check that make sure your name is here. That way we know we are on the correct account. Now, in this case, remember the first part of setting up your landing page, the missing part was adding the contact form. So I'm gonna show you in this video tutorial how we can add the contact form to complete your landing page setup. Okay, in this case, we're gonna go to the left and click where it says components. Click on forms. So the system is gonna show me all the forms that are on the system, and it's set up this way so you can come and copy anybody's form, and all you have to do is change personal information. But by reference, if you type in the word admin, so you're gonna get to see only the forms that are related with that word, as you can see it. If for some reason it doesn't give you the exact data, you can always delete the last word or the last number, and it'll give you, and then retype it and press enter on your computer, and it'll give you the exact data, as you can see. Now, I'm gonna be working on this form. Remember, in this case, I'm gonna copy somebody else's form, which is what I recommend is the easiest and faster way to do it. So I'm gonna click this little arrow right here, and then click where it says clone. In other words, it's copy, So let's go ahead and work on this form. So it's gonna pop up this window right here, this message. So we're gonna go ahead and work on new campaign form. So click where it says select. There's three ways to manage this form. So normally if you click on this little arrow, you can select remain at form. If you're gonna be using this, that means when somebody fill up the form, nothing is gonna happen. The only thing probably is gonna happen is whatever email messages campaign that you attach to this form. So the person, when they hit submit, they're gonna receive the first email from that campaign. They're gonna receive it by our system automatically, okay, once you set it up. The other option is redirect URL. This means once they submit the form, in this case, it has this link. This is for webinar registration form. But in this case, you're gonna have to put your link here. And once they submit the form, they're gonna go to that link or website. It could be your Facebook account, YouTube, whatever you want them to go after they submit the form. You need to insert that link in this bar, okay? Now, the third option is display message. When somebody fill up this form, so you're gonna remove this link and you're gonna type in any message you want them to see after they hit submit. Let me give you an example. It could be something like, thank you for visiting us, or thank you for your time. We will get back to you shortly. That's just an example. All right. Now, let's go ahead and change what it says name right here. I always recommend you to put your iJustCode ID in front. In this case, I'm just gonna call it IJ00700. And I'm gonna change also the name here. So I recommend you to put your company name after the ID number. I'm gonna put Eddie training course. Okay. Now, on the right side, you see category. So if you click this little arrow right here, you click on it. If there's no category that apply to your company, you can scroll all the way down and click what it says create new category. Click on it. As a category, I always recommend you to put the company name. In this case, we're gonna call it Eddie Training Course. After you change this, just click where it says save and close. That way we already changed the category, we changed the link, we changed the name. Now the next step would be we're gonna click into fields right here. And all you have to change here is would be the ID number. Here where it says company, you go to the right side with this little pencil is click on it. Since this is somebody else's form, we're gonna just replace the ID that is in this form, okay? So you see this ID, you need to replace it with yours. In this case, I'm gonna type in IJ00700 and click on update. All right. That way, when somebody fill out this form, I know for sure they're gonna go to my contact list because I already replaced the ID. Now, the next thing to do will be, you gotta go click where it says actions. And then where it says admin, iJustCode landing page, you're gonna click on the right side, this little pencil right here, and we're gonna go ahead and change that information, replace it with ours. All right, so in this case, I'm gonna call it, I always recommend you to put your company name in front. I'm gonna call it Eddie training course. Training course. Where it says subject right here, you see the word admin because this is somebody else's form. So you need to replace this with your name. In this case, it's gonna be Eddie. If you scroll down a little bit, it has somebody else's email address here. So you need to change that one and replace it with yours. So I'm just gonna put Eddie iJustCode@gmail.com. Why are we changing this? Because when somebody fill out the form, so you're gonna be notified by the system, and it's gonna display the name of the person, the email of the person. If the form has a contact field, it's gonna also display the telephone number and the company. So this is how you change this. So make sure you click on update. This way, instead of the other person being notified, you will be the one notified because we already changed that information. Now, the last thing to do will be, as you can see, email one, we're gonna have to attach our own email to this one because this is somebody else's email. To do that, we're just gonna go ahead and save whatever we've done so far. So click on save and close. And we're gonna leave this form alone. And I'm gonna show you how you can create that message to attach it to the form. All right, so to create the first email message, you're gonna have to click where it says channels, click on emails, and then we're gonna go to copy somebody else's email. That's the easiest and faster way to do it. Again, if you type in the word admin here, remember, always as a reference, you can type in the word admin on anything. Like if you're looking for an email, you can type it in. You're looking for a form, you can type it in. Looking for a landing page, you can type it in. And we will have some samples that you can simply copy and change personal information and use it for your own. So in this case, it's displaying all the emails with the word admin, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this one right here by clicking on this little arrow and then click where it says clone. Clone means copy, so we're gonna wait till this is open, and all we have to do, since we copy somebody else's email, change our personal information in that email message. Okay, so let's wait for a few seconds. Always, you're gonna select new template email, click on select. Since this is somebody else, I'm gonna recommend you always what it says internal name. Always add your IJustCode ID here, IJ00700, and then company name right next to it. So we're gonna call it Eddie Training Course. This is just for training purposes. In this case, I'm gonna call it email 1. Category, I always suggest click on this little arrow. And if you don't find in here your category that applies to your company, go all the way to the bottom and click where it says create new category. So I always recommend to put as a category the company name. That way, eventually you're gonna have several campaigns or several landing pages, and you will be able to identify which is which. In this case, I'm gonna call it Eddie Training Course. And then just click on Save and Close. This way, we already changed the category. Now, always make sure when it says Publish, see it's been selected no, click on Yes. That way we will be publishing this email. Now, the next part to do will be, we're gonna go to Builder, click on Builder. On the left side, you get to see the message. So you click on it, and you can change pretty much anything here, whatever you want. In this case, I'm just gonna change the ID. I'm gonna replace it with mine. And this way, I know this is my email now. But you can pretty much change anything. You can change the word in here, the text, whatever you want to change here. So I already changed the ID to my ID. So I'm gonna go ahead and click where it says Close Builder. And then we're gonna have to click where it says Advanced. Always make sure to change this email and make it to you. Replace it with yours. In this case, Eddie Training Course. And then I'm gonna change the email that is here because this is somebody else, remember. Eddie IJustCode. And very, very important, don't forget to click where it says Auto Generate. If you don't do this, it's not gonna make any changes. So click on it, and then it's gonna make the changes that we already add to this new email message. Okay, now we got everything. Now we know it's good to go. All you have to do is click where it says Save and Close. All right. So that way we save this information. Now we already created the email message. On another video, I'm gonna show you how you can insert images to that email message, how you can insert links. So watch out or wait for that video to come out. But in this case, we just make a little changes to show you how you can pretty much create an email message so you can attach to that form. So we got the email already composed. Now let's go back to the form. We're gonna have to click where it says Components and then click on Forms. So, and remember, so this would be the form. Actually, I'm gonna be looking for the form with the ID. That's what is very important, to have the ID in front, IJ00700. So it's very, very important. So you put the ID in front, so that way it'll be easier to find information. Okay, we'll just give it a few seconds and it should be opening that form. So let's just wait. I'm gonna retype it again just in case, All right. Remember, if for some reason doesn't give you the exact data, you can always delete the last letter or the last number, retype it and press enter on your computer, and it will give you the exact data. Okay. All right. As you can see, I type in this ID number. It's right here. So that's the good thing about having the ID in front. So I'm gonna go ahead and add to this form. This is the form that we just created to complete this landing page. So by clicking on this little arrow, I'm gonna click on edit. And this form has somebody else's email, remember. So that's the last part that we're missing on this one. So we already changed all this. So we go to actions, click on it. This is the existing email from the person that we copied the form from. So just click where it says right here on this little pencil. And then we're gonna go ahead and replace that email for the one we just created. All right, once it's open, I'm gonna show you how you can add a new one. It's showing here email one or one email, and it says admin 2 minutes video email. If you click on this little arrow right here, and you're typing your ID, IJ00700, the system will look for only those emails that are on the system. As you can see right here, it already showed me that. So click on it and click where it says update, and now this form is being completed. That's how you create a form. We already attached the first mail that the system is gonna send up automatically when somebody fill up the form. Now, the next thing to do will be save and close. Click on save and close. Okay. So that will be saved everything we did, and then click on automatic, and it give you this code. All you need from this form is this number, the ID number, which is 168. I'm gonna close this window. I'm gonna go back to landing pages, click on it. Remember, the form is 168. So, and I'm gonna be looking for the landing page that we just, well, in this case, we didn't work on the landing page. That was the first part of the video. But in this case, I'm gonna select any landing pages. I'm just gonna call, let's say you already had your landing page created because you already watched the first video. So I'm gonna edit this. So once you go to the landing page that you created, you're gonna have to click with this little arrow, click on edit. And remember, the phone number that we just did is 168. So what I'm gonna do after I found the landing page that I already started, so I'm gonna go to Builder, just give it a few seconds to open, and go to Builder, and at the very bottom here, you will see I just got a conform generator. You can see it right here. All we had to do is replace this number with the number 168. Okay, then click on Close Builder and click on Save and Close. That's how we add the form to our landing page. Now, if you want to preview this, just click on this little arrow right here, and you should be able to preview this. So now we have the complete landing page because we already added the missing part, which was adding the contact form. Anyway, my name is Eddie Partida, so thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next video tutorial. Have a wonderful day.